Hi, this is Sarah with the Alertus training team, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to send a desktop activation from the Alertus console. So similarly to a custom activation, a desktop activation is very customizable, but it gives you additional settings to customize your desktop displays. So from the Alertus console homepage, if you want to send a desktop activation, you can navigate to desktop activation on the left side here and click it to bring you to the desktop activation page. So the first step in sending a desktop activation is to compose your message text. So you can either type a custom message or you can pull from a message template. You can also search up here to find your templates quickly. I'm going to pick this system test template. You could further edit it if you would like by continuing to type in the box. After that, you can also set your duration. So you could pick any number of minutes, hours, or days for this alert to be active. You could also schedule the alert if you click the Now link next to Starting Now. So you could pick any day or time in the future for the alert to be active. And you could also select for this alert to repeat every week, month, year, whatever you need, or every certain day. So this would be helpful if you wanted to, say, schedule the system test for when no one's in the office, or you want a recurring message going out. You can control all of that here. But after we have our message, the next step is to customize our Alertus desktop settings. So this is what really sets desktop activation apart, is that we have access to all of these settings directly from the activation page. So first we get to pick our display mode for our alert. You could select a pop-up in any of these sizes or positions with any of these templates here. You could also select the ticker to move the alert across the screen, as you can see in the preview here. Or you could select the classic display mode, which is the standard full screen takeover that will pop up over the entire screen. And then if you come down here to display mode variables, you can edit essentially every aspect of this desktop display. So let's say, for example, this blink color, since it's a system test, maybe I want to change it to green so it doesn't alarm anybody. Same thing with the border color. I can update that here, and you'll see that it changes in real time. You could also edit the fonts, all of these other colors. You could add images as well if you want to add your organization's logo or a clip art image that matches your alert. I can add that here. You also have the option to search the web for an image or upload a new image directly from this page as well. And you can also edit the subtitle text. Maybe instead of saying alert, I just want to say test. Since we're sending a system test, I can do that here. So you have a lot of control over that display. You can also edit your audio settings. So you can choose to include an audio file if you want to select a specific beep or chime to play. You also have the option to upload or record a custom audio file as well. You can also select text to speech here if you want the desktop to read the alert out loud. You can have it repeat however many times with whatever delay. And you can also check this here to override the system volume. So even if that particular desktop is muted, this override will still allow the alert to be read out loud. So once you've done all of that, again, you can preview it up here. You also have the option to save it as a new desktop profile with a unique name, so that you can keep it in your system and you don't have to reconfigure all of those settings next time. But once we have done that, we can also add additional alert services down here. So again, alert services are essentially the types of devices you are targeting and how they will behave. So let's say we also want to send this alert to our alert beacons and our mobile. I could select those here, and you can click the plus sign next to them to further customize their settings. So maybe my alert beacon, I want the initial to be 30 seconds with the max volume with this LED medley, and then my long-term settings, maybe I want it to go down to the low volume with this blink. I could also add peripheral settings if I have an LED marquee or text-to-speech device connected to this beacon. Or since it's a system test, I might want to use my alternate LED color so that it blinks green. So you can control all of those settings here as well. And if you didn't want to have to add your alert services individually from this dropdown, you also have the option to add an alert profile, which is essentially just a pre-configured group of alert services. So if I check my system test profile, it will automatically pull in these alert services. And notice that we do not have to select a desktop alert service because we've already customized the desktop display. So this is what it will look like on our desktops. But once we have our delivery methods, we finally get to pick our recipients. So we could send it to all of these units. We could select an individual device. For example, I could target just my computer, or I could also pull in a group. Since it's a system test, I'm going to pick my test group that just has my devices included. Again, you can preview what this alert will look like on your desktops. And then once everything looks good, you'll just hit continue. Review one more time. This will show you the devices that you're targeting in total and also how many of them are online. But once everything looks good, you'll just hit send to confirm and send the activation. So now we should.
This is a test of the Alertus emergency notification system. No action is needed. In a real emergency, this message will contain important alert information.
I'm going to go ahead and acknowledge this alert. That will close it from my desktop. Note that it was reading the message out loud because we chose that text-to-speech setting. But even though I acknowledged it from my desktop, I can see that this alert is still active in the system. So if I wanted to cancel it and I have that ability, I will come to the active alerts window here that's red, just click on it and then select cancel and confirm. So now this is back to gray, saying that there are no longer any active alerts in our system. So those are the steps for sending a desktop activation. Again, desktop activations are great because you do have all of these options for customizing your desktop settings. So hopefully this was helpful. Thank you for watching, and please continue to check out some more of these videos on our training page.